Libra. Libra's only. I don't do cross-watching reads. I don't do readings for no fucking stalking ass idiots. Sorry, I just do them. That's not the type I am. Libra, Libra, Libra. Let's shuffle. Get like crack up, man, on my hippies. There's a nasty ass Aquarius that won't get off my dick on my energy. That shit is gross. Keep your hands to yourself. Nasty motherfuckers. What is over there? The Aries and the Aquarius. Get the fuck away from me. Ugh. Nasty. I'm gonna post this on Twitter as well. All right. I wanted to start out with reading Libra. What's going on? Right? I did like a little newspaper type shit. Okay? Did a newspaper. So, first message. Your past life and familiarity. Deja vu is coming through harsh right now. Very harsh for this, for whatever reason. Deja vu and meeting people you may have met before, seeing things you may have seen before from a past life type shit. That shit be popping through. The generational shit be popping through. It says only one of you are born per generation. That's a message. 333. Relax and sit back and smile with it. Yeah, they said you're researching your genes, or there's like some genealogy shit going on. Dedicated to making people uncomfortable with your questions. Don't apologize for being everyone's fetish. Late to the party. You are meant to do that. Most people call you a demon. Use a grade A specimen. The second-hand womb. If you killed over, I wouldn't fucking cry. Your soul is ugly. May 11 or the 11th. The Aries could get it. I mean a knife to the gut. You'll never catch my dreams. Alright. Libra, let's see what's up with y'all. Okay. Looks like they're confirming a couple of different people that are up in your shit, up in your energy, up in your space. It looked like there's something to do with like a lot of anxiety surrounding people watching you, or like people who you do not want watching you. You got me, like people peeping through the curtains, people doing like all this extra shit. I felt like there's something to do with like the curtains and the windows and shit like that. People legit be watching you. There's online presence as well that you don't want watching you. Primarily it's fire signs though. Like fire signs been real stalkers lately, and I think it's like either they wish they could be in your skin or they wish that they could be with you, and with you sexually, not in a romantic way. So if you was wondering about the romance with the fire signs, that shit scratched off the block. They said something to do with like they think you're freaky deaky because of how shy you are, but like I feel like your shyness, if it makes sense, right? I feel like your shyness is just like it's sweet, you know, like you just you a bittersweet person. It's like you have all this front that you put up or whatever, a little sass, or like there's this way that you express yourself that kind of gets people off. And I feel like they expect that to be like the freakiest type shit. But you're like, bitch, I ain't no freak. Like, stop looking at me like I'm a motherfucking, science project. Don't look at me like that. You're like, I am legit just me. I'm sweet as fuck. Like, sweet, fine as wine, sweet as fuck. That's what I'm picking up on. We keep picking up on Scorpio energy as well. So death in reverse. There's something to do with like people trying to take a place in your life that might not be the place that you want. Okay, so they're talking about like being your friends with benefits, or being your mother or your father, not being your romantic partner. It's like you don't need guidance, but people keep trying to guide you, keep sticking their handouts type shit. Like you're like, I don't want your hand and I don't want your help, so what the fuck is this? I can see something to do with like self-respect, where you respect yourself enough where you're not going to get with somebody who's going to try to tell you how to rearrange, and I heard rearrange your guts, but also rearrange your life. You're just not going to get with someone who keep like splurging on you and pushing and pushing and pushing. There's something to do with like love bombing and that sort of thing, and it's making you real unsettled. They said the love bombing is a sexual thing, right? They said because they want you to view this person as the father or the mother figure. This person be sitting here and be like, I want you to be my sugar baby, or I want you to be my situation. It's like they treating you like you the younger one, but in reality, I feel like either they are younger or they act younger than you, right? There's this whole like prophesized type thing where like I think like maybe a couple of readers have told you now that you're gonna be with someone who's like twice your age, or 10 years your senior or something like that. But don't get it twisted, it's not like whoever you fucking dealing with right now is not that motherfucker. Okay, I know you getting antsy, like I heard the ants in my pants, but that type of situation, like that's a blessing. Like that's a blessed situation. You are in currently right now where you're at in your love life. You are not dealing with no blessing. You are dealing with a demon in disguise type shit. And I feel like this person looks at you like you the demon. So you're sitting here like, bitch, why are you second guessing me? Why are you looking at me that way? Like, why are you raising your eyebrow to me, bitch? You the one that's shady as a motherfucker, right? I'm picking up on like having faith in the process of like finding a relationship, or loving yourself so much that you find someone who loves you just as much. It's like, I think most people view that as like a selfish thing when you say you love you more than you love a relationship or love like another person. But that's all in like the psychological, okay? That's like the psychological fuckery of it all. You're supposed to like take away from your confidence and take away from your space and take away from your perfection in order to please someone else. I don't find that to be true, okay? I find that the balance should be perfect. I find that the person should also love themselves as much as they love you, vice versa. I feel like it's a two-way street type shit. And if it ain't two-way, then why the fuck is it around you type shit, right? And fucking, you know, like people go on and on about like romantic lessons and shit like that, but Libras really don't bump into a lot, right? Unless you, you know, you secret and undercover fucking fire sign, or you're a secret and undercover like air sign or something like that. And you know, it's like you might be a Gemini with Libra accents, or you might be a fire sign with Libra accents. But like Libra in itself, right? And I'm gonna separate that off the block type shit. Libra in itself is usually not like a whore sign. Let's put it out that way. Y'all prefer long-term partners because you cannot stand the process of dating. Even though y'all kind of rule love in that aspect, in marriage in that aspect, you rule commitment, which commitment is like something that people don't really appreciate no more, right? Or the right people, like it's like the right people, the right people. That's what I'm looking at. Like you looking for the right people, okay? There's something to do with like going back into your safe space and meditation. Finding like things like Buddhism or Hinduism or like some type of meditations that correlate to, you know, well, I want to make enough money, I want to do this and I want to do that. But it's bringing you back to a stage in your life that might make you quite uncomfortable. Okay, yeah, they said there's an uncomfortable period that you're going through right now that correlates to what you're doing as a coping mechanism, and it perhaps is meditation. Okay, they're saying like your stronger willed personality, a lot of the time I think you get knocked off because you're so sensitive. And this sensitivity is like sticking out to other people as like a red flag, but like that makes no sense to me. Because don't people want someone who's open? That's the question. Doesn't someone want somebody that's open? Because we keep picking up on like this energy where it's like Libra sitting here telling the truth, no lie, no, this is what I want, this is who I want, I'm dedicated to the truth, even if it hurts your ugly ass feelings, it is what it is. You know, I'm not going to apologize, I'm not going to be apologetic to somebody who doesn't fucking deserve, you know. You hate the words I'm sorry, and so you're just not going to use that in your vocabulary. That's just the way it is. Even when you feel sorry, it's like that word, those words, it's sickening. Yeah, it's sickening. It's disgusting. And like I don't trust people who say sorry a lot. That's what Libra said. I don't trust people who say, apologize a lot. Like to you, that screams out to you as like somebody who's trying to act weak or like hide themselves. There's something to do with like spies and that sort of thing. Now I did pick up on like, so I'm gonna say specimen energy. I don't know if like someone looking at, like I said, science project, right? Like you are just a project, or you're something they testing on, and then they might be testing, who knows, like magic, or they could be testing their new moves on you or something like that. Testing out like, yeah, because we got dark magic right there, but testing out something to fuck with your reality in some type of way. Now this could be like them trying to test out whether they ready for a fucking commitment, or trying to test out whether they prepare for a Libra. Yeah, see Libra. But it's like, they not. That's the thing. They're not ready for a fight like you. Okay, because I picked up on like pit bull energy, where you like a pit bull. Yeah, you like a pit bull. It's like your affection is like a pit bull. It goes hard. And when it goes hard, it like really, really scares people. They said something to do with like fated meetings, or meeting like a faithful friend, or like someone you can talk to. Someone who seems perfect and great, and someone who's got I heard something about perfect teeth as well. But that perfection, it irks you, because you know how people are truly, and as your heart kind of like keeps sinking and falling for somebody, and this could be something that happens within the next 2 months. I also saw something coming around in February for y'all. It can really, really affect your psyche when someone's not like showing a genuine weakness. It's like somebody's just off, and you know they're off. Okay, you know that they're off. You know they're shady as fuck. They said a Taurus. They said it's perhaps a Taurus or a fire sign. Yeah, they said a Taurus, a Leo, or a Taurus. They said this person has like a lot of like a crispy background. Okay, they have like a very thick, crispy fucking background, and within relationships particularly. Now, whether this person is going to come out with that anytime soon, let's see. No. No, this person said like they're scared of showing you like the type of person that they are, because they always view themselves as like a weak-willed individual. When you got a strong personality, this person like they got a real submissive ass personality, and it's not something that they think you will fuck with, and so they're trying to make themselves bigger. It's like they're trying to puff their chest out. They're trying to be hard and go hard in order to scare you. But it's like, bitch, you ain't scaring me. Like you pretty fucking weak. Like let's, I heard something about like, let's make a deal here. Like, okay, if you show me yours, I'll show you mine type shit. But you still haven't built that fucking trust yet. There's something to do with like cracked ass personalities or people cracking smiles when they're not supposed to crack smiles. It's like maybe they going back into their story and they keep cracking smiles about like, it's like you're supposed to be emotional. You're not supposed to be cracking a motherfucking smile when you're telling your story. That's why I don't believe it, right? That's why I don't believe in word that's coming out your fucking mouth. That's why that shit is weird. You got me? Like they talk about there's wishes and hopes to do with building a family, right? I don't think I'm talking to a group of folks who had a solid family line at all. Like no closeness with a mom, no closeness with a dad, no closeness with anybody. I feel like there was a huge separation piece that happened, even as you being born. Like, I think we talked about, the second hand womb. So you might be the second child. You might be the middle child. You might be the child that was just forgotten, kind of like left in the dark type shit. You might be like somebody who just felt detached from the family line. And you just never really tapped into why that was, right? You always felt like the alien, the person that kind of everyone would dump off into the disposal type shit. Like there's something to do with you and your belief, strong beliefs in the spiritual, or strong beliefs in your God, or you being your own God, or you ruling your own life, that separated you off from the rest of your people, right? From the rest of your family. Now that kind of creates like a lot of like structural issues within your life, because you don't know whether you everyone is like a friend or a foe. Like I keep picking up on like energy where it's like, is this person my friend or is they my fucking foe? Like, are they my enemy? I just can't, you can't imagine a world where everyone isn't your enemy. Like I keep picking up on that energy. So you could be a Libra Mars as well, because I know Libra Mars, I'm that way as well. I'm a Libra Mars, but it's like this. So either someone is good or someone is bad, or someone is like godlike or someone is demon-like. And as I was saying that, my fucking water in there, they be doing some weird shit. Ignore that, y'all. Ignore that, y'all. But they talk about gods and goddesses and how you're somehow connected. There's something to do with like Egypt and that sort of thing. Damn, that shit be loud. Like I said, y'all, try to do it. I'm gonna try. Because my ADHD said, what? What's going on in there? So they talk about you being able to tap into memories of your past, or like deja vu type shit. Okay, where like you feel like certain things have happened before, or certain research has gone down before, where you've done background research on yourself. It's possible that you've just been doing genealogy and ancestry and that sort of thing. And a lot of things keep popping up, like when your ears start ringing, that sort of thing pops up. Or it's like someone keeps repeating something and you just latch onto it. And you're like, why is this person repeating that particular line? Why is this person repeating that particular history or that particular structure? It's like things that you really want to look into. I feel like there's fear behind that somewhere though. They keep talking about repeating numbers for those of you that are going through this right now. So 333, 444. They talk about 666 as well, which devil's number. It's not really the devil's number. They talk about you being very connected to Scorpio. Okay, or they talk about Scorpio full moon. So they're talking about the connection to your intuition and magic as well. You have a very strong magic basis. Yeah, they said shit you supposed to leave alone. In this song, they was talking about like you think you're supposed to leave something alone, or like there's some type of magic or some type of intuition or some type of like something that you are heavily drawn to that is probably viewed in a bad light in your community or in your family. Okay, so I just think it's like magic practice, like paganism and shit like that. I think it's something that's very basic. At least in my line of work, is very basic. But it feels like to me that you get scared of that, because you can see people doing like witchcraft and shit in your dreams, or you can see people possibly being a little arrogant and attacking you, or like having sex with you when you're not even like, that's not even something you want from them. It's like they trying to have sex with you and you fighting back. There's something about stabbing someone in the guts too. I don't know why I picked up on like knives and shit like that. They're talking about stabbing someone in the gut, or like someone being like a clone or something like that. Like you don't trust them because they act like a clone of you. They act just like you, or they trying to act like you. It's like they trying to embody you. It's like a two-faced energy. I don't like that shit. To me, it feel like it might be another air sign. Could be a Gemini, Aquarius, or another Libra. But someone act just like you, and it creeps you the fuck out because it's not real. It's not real. Yeah, they said the bitch looked like Voldemort anyway. The bitch looked ugly as fuck anyway. Someone got a real flat face. Or someone real fugly. Just someone real nasty. They said, yeah, someone's a rat. Someone's a rat. And they hard to handle too. It's like, okay, so they be acting just like you until it comes to their mental and emotional problems. Because then it's all projected onto you. This could be, they talking about sibling rivalry. Or they talking about a twin here. Like, they're talking about siblings. So, they're not talking about no twin flame. Y'all, I don't even fucking believe in that shit. So, next. I'm just talking about siblings. How someone's an ugly, flat-faced bitch. Someone very obviously wants your attention, though. And they try to get your attention through betrayal. Okay? It's like either you betray them or they betray you. That's what I'm picking up on. It's like there can never be a right type of love in this person's mind, or there can never be like solid commitment in this person's mind. It's like you have to make mistakes, or you have to be the wrong one. You have to be hateful, or you have to act a certain way around this individual. Yeah, they say like they're talking about how people view you as a controlling demon or some shit. They talk about you being controlling, and you know, telling people right from wrong, you giving people advice, you telling people how to live their life. And naturally, the people who do fall in line with that type of behavior, as in like follow exactly what you say, they're not really someone you want to be with. Okay, they're talking about submission here, and how submissive individuals always somehow get you on top of this pedestal and then rip you the fuck back down. Yeah, they're talking about how certain people just make too much noise about it, or certain people just trust you too much right off the gate. And that's how you know they kind of trust everyone with their intimacy and their feelings. So you don't want that type of motherfucker. Yeah. Okay, there's some more shit about Aquarius. So they talk about how there's a wicked ass Aquarius is a female. An Aquarius or a Pisces. They're talking about some wicked ass bitch. Some wicked bitch. What's wrong with this person? This might be your own mother. But they pick it up on a wicked ass bitch in the same industry, or in this working in the same type of environment, or trying to. They're talking about how someone's trying to copy your style, or just copy you in general. It might be several different people though. I could see a couple of different people. The reason why they try to fall in line with your belief system and all that is because they want to be exactly like you. They want to have the same type of attention that you get. Okay, and that's where I wrote like, don't apologize for being everyone's fetish. That's where I feel like that one connects into, is because like you just automatically emit a certain type of sexual energy or chemistry with folks. You just emit this very like sexy, hard to handle, spicy, like you got everything in you that people want. And so naturally the people around you are going to try to match that. And if they can't keep up, Libra, then they need to sit the fuck down. Right? That's the situation. They need to sit the fuck down. Like, you need to move the motherfuckers over. Okay? There ain't no sense in keeping someone like that in your motherfucking life, especially if they keep insisting on the fact that they are the same as you. Or it's just triggering, y'all. It's just triggering. Even to me, and I'm just reading this shit, okay? They talk about how there's evil in every situation that you've ever been in. Okay? But so when it comes to relationships in general, just with family, just with just normal shit, like friends, they talking about how evil always seems to like approach you in some type of way, or like prey on you, or underestimate you. Now, if that's something that truly does bother you, it's a change in approach that you're looking for. Okay, so when you hold your mouth shut, Libra, when you are not saying what's on your mind or saying exactly how you feel to people, how do you think that comes off, right? it comes off as someone who's maybe a little shy, someone who's a little bit, under the radar, whatever. Maybe you are a shy type of person, but you're not that shy where it's like people can assume that you're weak. Because I think that if you just stated your opinion a lot more, Libra, if you just said what was on your mind, even if you're calling someone ugly as fuck, but fuck ugly, I think it would make you feel so much better in this world full of sharks, okay? So much better in this world full of motherfucking lions and tigers and all them motherfuckers. Like, I think it would make you feel so good just to get that off your chest and also just to be yourself. Because instead of portraying this energy of being like a submissive tool or like somebody who's a lot smaller than they actually are, you all got big personalities, I know you do. It's like, you gotta stay true to you and what you believe. So when you're saying all this shit in your head, okay, when you're saying all this shit with your eyes, but your mouth speak a different language, that's what I wrote in the title, right? That's a little bit toxic, okay? And that's why you're attracting toxic energy, all right? It's because you are not staying true to what you believe and what you see, okay? And I want to say, a lot of the time, Libra, you are right about people. So trust that instinct, like the gut instinct that you get where someone might be just a lesson or a piece of shit in disguise or whatever. Trust that instinct because your intuition is on point. It's on fire, okay? Like, you don't want to become a victim of your own instability and you don't want to just sit there and do nothing when people are approaching you. You want to be able to express. Yeah, they talking about someone acting like a gentleman or acting like a gentlewoman and trying to be very, very like sweet to you, and you're like disgusted by it because it just doesn't feel right. Why are you acting like that? That's not true to you, right? And so if you can point that out within other people, I want you to point that out within yourself as well, Libra. Like, it's not what you are saying is not true to how you feel. So say how you feel. Okay, you're not going to be attacked or anything like that. And even if you are, you're in the right lane. Like, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say about anyone. It don't fucking matter. That's your opinion, right? You're allowed to hold your own motherfucking opinion of someone. You're like, well, I want to wait. I want the confirmation. I want to be... No, you got the confirmation the moment you met a motherfucker and you felt uncomfortable by a motherfucker's approach. You got the confirmation already. You got everything that you needed. It's like you instantly felt angry around this person too. I can see you balling up your fist. That's why I said something about like you dealing with a fire sign or an Aries or something like that and wanting to stab them with a knife or like wanting to stab them in the face or something. Like, there's something to do with that. And like I said, that might feel... To anyone else who's watching this reading, that might feel very passive aggressive and abnormal. But I'm going to say something real quick. Libras are passive aggressive as a motherfucker. If you don't know that by now, right? And I don't condone cross-watching, but if you don't know that by now, I don't know why the fuck you here and dealing with a Libra then. I just don't know why. Because bitch is passive aggressive as shit. If they in a split second, they could feel like stabbing you in the motherfucking head. And then, it switches over. They are able to contain themselves. That's why people like Libras, though. They know control. They know self-control, particularly self-control. So... yeah, thinking about what you're going to do to somebody. I keep figuring that out. Yeah, they said, like, this motherfucker can't pay the bills. This motherfucker just sit on their ass. They don't do nothing. That's triggering to you. And Libra, if you're not stable right now financially, that's also triggering to you. So you approaching any type of romantic relationship without being financially and mentally stable, it's not a good look. Okay, it's not a good look for you because it makes you hella uncomfortable and you keep attracting all these low vibrational ass fools. They always say, they always say like, I realize that Libra, you don't actually fall for the charm that people put out. You look deeper than that. You look into the soul. Okay, like you look into the soul and you can see when someone's soul is just butt fuck ugly. You got me? So like when people be laying out all the thick words like, oh wow, Libra, your eyes, they sparkle. Oh wow, Libra, you're so pretty in the face and your pussy so da 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 and whatever. You're like, what the fuck? Like internally I could see you like twitching a little bit. You're like, why the fuck you saying this shit to me? Like, this is shit that I already know. So why you gotta tell me something that I already know, bitch? Like, give me a compliment on my personality and the way I approach things. Give me a compliment somewhere else. You know, let me trust you, right? Give me a compliment with it's something that matters. Like, call me intelligent. You know, call my intelligence sexy, bitch. Stop saying shit that I already know, right? I can see that. You guys are so sassy. What else? Okay, someone's praying for a... Okay, so some of y'all might feel like you being attacked a little bit spiritually. Someone is attacking, okay, in the way of like attacking you to try to drain you on purpose. No, in a way to try to like sexually attack you. Absolutely. Okay, so if you've been seeing weird shit in your sleep or feeling drained as fuck, you are being attacked, but not in the way that you think. You're being attacked by someone who wants to sexually like hop on you. Okay, like they want to attack you. Like this is a very aggressive sexual energy. Now, that doesn't mean that this person is like a soulmate or this and that. It means they have a very strong psychic energy that they have no harness on, right? Some people just exist and they have no harness on their shits, right? They have no harness on their power. They haven't learned that shit yet. And it's not up to you to fucking teach them all that neither. So I'm just saying, be spiritually safe, right? You don't want to catch no spiritual STDs or whatever, or real STDs, because I feel like you could contract that from this person. You need to get out a little sage or get out a little incense or something like that and just like clear your energy, clear your room, clean your bed sheets, clean your fucking pillow, clean everything, okay? Clean it of this motherfucker, because if you be fucking this person in your room or fucking this person anywhere, I want you to clean everything that has come in contact with an individual, because they're going to keep hopping on you like a little leech in your sleep. And you're going to keep waking up with all these weird feelings and these weird frustrations. And it's like, you know, your hormones might be all fucked up. Or like you might be kicking up like some sexual energy all by yourself, right? You could be the one who's doing all the attacks, Libra, without even knowing that shit. That's why I say put a harness on it. You know, either way, it doesn't matter whether you're the receiver or whatever. Like you just need to clear your energy, clear your mind, okay? There's definitely something about like clutching your head while you're sleeping, or like trying to like get something off you while you're sleeping. There could be a little bit of what do they call it? When you can't move when you wake up type shit. That type of shit is popping through. They're talking about a like you're reaching out for help, or you may be asking people about like what can ward off these nasty ass energies off my. You know, what can just get people off my dick? That's what I wonder. Like, how do I get simple solutions, okay? Simple solutions. First of all, start saging your motherfucking room regularly. Start saging under your bed, over your bed regularly. Start if you know what clear quartz is, you know, clear quartz is a clear fucking crystal. Start putting clear quartz places, okay? Just start placing them all over your motherfucking room. Buy a little bag of them, okay? Because this shit, it collects negative energy or energy projected your way. It reflects it backwards, okay? It keeps it out of your shit. Now, if you don't believe in Christology and whatever, like, you know, I wasn't a very strong believer either when I was first getting into this shit. I would say just simple sage, simple incense. That's it. That's all you need to get someone off your dick. Really, truly. And it all belongs to intention. So when you looking at that smoke or whatever, when you looking at shit happening for you, like when you doing the spiritual shit and you don't have a solid belief in yourself, then there ain't gonna be a solid system to push that person out your fucking energy. So I need you to be solid for one moment, one second. In fact, just put all of your anger into that intention and send it back. You know what I mean? Because I know the frustration is killing you, Libra. In the aggression, you know, all that type of shit, that's the build up from a person weighing so heavily on your shoulders, on your chest, like a motherfucking elephant. You can send that all back, okay, and be free of it. I promise you. Like, put all of your nasty ass emotions into that. It doesn't matter who either, by the way. Like, you don't have to specify a person or anything like that. Just send it back to whoever sent it to you, right? Because it could be anyone. Like, bitches be trying to kill each other without y'all even knowing type shit. Like, they might be trying to hop on you, kill you. In fact, I just feel like they don't want people to see you. I think that's a lot of it. They don't want people to see you like they see you. They're very intimidated by other people coming in contact with you. They're very territorial. I don't like that energy. Yeah, because a bitch like really that insecure though. And Libra, you're not attracted to insecure people. Even if you are insecure yourself, you're just not attracted to that type of energy. Someone's asking, am I enough? Am I enough for Libra? Will Libra go off here? Will Libra take a vacation? Will Libra talk to this person and that person and this person? And like, shut the fuck up and get the fuck away from me. Nasty bitch. Shut up. Like, you acting like you the victim here. Like, Libra is the real victim because y'all can't shut your fucking mouth. Because you can't trust a bitch, right? One of the most loyal signs of the zodiac, and you can't trust them. Literally will give you anything and try to satisfy you in every single way. Give you all their time, and you still don't trust the bitch. Like, disrespectful. Disrespectful. What else we got? I really like this energy about you guys, like, expressing yourself physically. So they're talking about wearing a lot more clothing and cologne. Sorry about that in the background, y'all. A lot of clothing and a lot of cologne or a lot of perfume. Like a lot of shit to like just excite yourself. They talk about taking pictures of yourself in the mirror a lot. They talk about maybe you doing some nose or something like that, okay? But they talking about presenting yourself in a way that you've always wanted to present yourself. Maybe you just got out of a long-term relationship, and if that's not the case, then it felt like it, right? It felt like it was weighing heavy on a relationship type thing, or like someone was affecting your physical nature, and finally you're beginning to get that pep in your step, like right back, and you're dressing up, you're looking in the body mirror type shit, you're like, damn, I look good. You're taking pictures and whatever, like, damn, you know, you're doing some sexy shit. We see you, we definitely see you, and it's obvious that you're doing this for yourself though. I want to be clear, like, when you do this shit for yourself, you ain't on you ain't posting those motherfucking photos on your dating app. You just got them in your motherfucking roll, right? You're like, damn, you know, save it for a sunny day type shit. You're like, damn, like I really do be looking good though. Let's see what else they got. They be saying it, yeah, there's an ex hitting you up thinking about you naked. Oh my god. Do these motherfuckers ever stop though? That's my question. Yeah, they said it's a Leo. Do these motherfuckers ever stop? But that's my question. Do these people ever fucking stop bothering you and bugging you? It's sickening. It truly is. It makes me feel physically sick for y'all. Because a bitch is a bum. Like, a bitch is a nasty, nasty, nasty roller coaster that you ain't want to take. And they be stalking you and stalking you and stalking you. They particularly highlight Leo for this, but also Gemini. It's like, bitch, get off my dick. Leave me the fuck alone. That shit is sickening. Like, it's nauseating. It's repulsive. It's like, they talking about you believing in a certain god or goddess, or looking to a certain god or goddess for guidance. Now they talk about like Yoruba gods and goddesses, which would be African, which would be voodoo. Okay, that's all. They're also talking about Artemis for some reason. They talk about Artemis as well. I had to think about it. They're talking about Artemis, which I believe she's like fertility. She does like she's strength. She does war type shit. What else they got? What messages you want to give for Libra? New money. Okay, let's talk about it. New money. Okay, Libra, what you getting into? They said there's something to do with like phoning people up is your new job, or like you calling people, like maybe you calling people for a new job or something like that. There's something to do with like you coming in contact with like a female, a woman who has like some sort of a positional complex. You might be replacing a woman at your job or at your workplace, or you might be coming in hot to a manager at your job type shit and taking her place, or being of the same status. Okay, they're talking about the same status or like similar. I think it's like you just have a similar self-discipline, and so maybe this person trusts you more with the job or the situation. They talking about getting paid double what you're getting paid now. So there's it's not gonna hurt you. I'm saying if you're afraid to reach out for this work, or if you're afraid to like start something yourself, you shouldn't be, because it's gonna be 2 times what you make right now, which might not seem a lot in the long run, but it gets bigger. Okay, you just gotta trust me when I say it gets bigger than it. Okay, like there ain't no. I think there ain't no stopping you in whatever this realm that you work in is. They're definitely talking about your ability to see through like predator or predator type behavior, where people maybe prey on some folks. You might work with old people or children. They talking about that very, like, they highlighting that shit. You might work with old folks or children, and you it seemed like you chase off the predators, or you chase off the people that have like this abusive nature. They're talking about how you, a lot of the time, you work alone because you can't stand people who are like abuse their power. Okay, like there's a lot of people with marital problems around you right now as well. So you could be a therapist, or it's like people just using you as such. So the people with marital problems or people dealing with relationship problems are trying to project you and suffocate you with that type of energy. And it makes you very scared to get in a relationship yourself. You're like, I think it's older folks, right? And I think older folks are talking about their marriage. And then you think to yourself, you're like, is that how I'm going to be when I'm like 40 or 50 or whatever? You're like, is that how I'm really going to be? Like, I'm gonna be that low when I'm that age? No, don't look at these people like they even on your level, bro. Don't even do that. That ain't got nothing to do with you. It ain't got nothing to do with you. They're talking about in the next 24 hours. What's gonna happen with y'all? Oh, custom drop all that motherfucking cards. What happened in the next 24 hours? Okay. There's some type of pressure coming onto you in the next 24. They talking about you going harder into what you want to invest with financially. You have all of these plots and goals lined up already. You've written all this shit down, or you've spoken it into the fucking universe, wherever you spoke it to, wherever you wrote it down. Why are you not utilizing that in you utilizing your time, basically? Like, why the fuck are you not writing shit down? Why aren't you putting out energy that is like Libra-esque, proper? You know, they said reading and writing. Like, that's your primary right now. You need to be able to do that for yourself so that you can have a fucking schedule and a fucking goal. So if you're working from home and that's your whole, your whole thing, you're like, I really want to make so much money. I want to become a superstar. I want to do this. I want to do that. If that's all you, then enact that intelligently. Don't just go out and rip it off and do this and do that. Like, write it down, babe. Write it down. They keep repeating, like, write it. Write your manifestations down. Don't give up on it just because you aren't seeing like quick growth. The only way you're gonna see that shit come fast is if you think smart. So yeah, they said think smart. Stop thinking about boyfriends and girlfriends and thinking about all that drama. Thinking about your friends, boyfriends and girlfriends. Stop dealing with other people's motherfucking drama. You ain't never going to get nowhere if people are going to keep tricking you with this fucking helpless ass energy. I'm sorry, they acting like bunny rabbits and shit like that. I be saying, like, y'all are lying. Why you hanging out with a bunny rabbit? That make no motherfucking sense to me. Y'all are a tiger. Why you hanging out with a fucking rat? Like, it just don't match, right? You ever seen that motherfucking couples, right? Where it's like someone look like a, this is a more physical representation, but someone look like an elephant and the other person look like a rat. That motherfuckers don't get along. I'm sorry, but they don't. A bitch will crush a bitch, okay? Elephant will crush a bitch. Don't be doing all that. Some of y'all might be going after someone who is not your usual type or expectation. Someone who's a little bit thicker, or someone who's a little bit, like pin drop type shit. How is that gonna go? Yeah, someone who's thin. They talking about how y'all have good sexual chemistry. So yeah, they talk about fatties and shit like that. Like, baby got a fatty. Yeah, they said baby got a fatty and shit like that. Okay, so I mean, good sexual chemistry, but as far as like emotional chemistry, y'all butt heads a lot. Y'all do more than bumping and rubbing in the bedroom. Y'all bumping and rubbing your heads every motherfucking morning and shit like that. Y'all can't get off of each other's back. It's like y'all spitting, spitting in more than one way apparently. They talk about on Christmas morning y'all gonna argue about something, or on Christmas morning you're gonna get exactly what you asked for. Okay, that's what they said. Exactly what you've been asking for. Maybe you've been asking someone to show their true colors, Yeah, you instill the fear of God into somebody. That's what they said. It's like you've been asking someone to show their true colors. Like, where are you going at night? What are you doing? Type shit. And I feel like this person's gonna show their true colors on Christmas morning. Like maybe someone's getting kicked out, or maybe you leaving a spot on Christmas morning, or maybe your plan is to leave at the end of the year, like on New Year's. Like your plan is to leave on a very important holiday for everyone. Your plan in general is just to remove people from your life during that time, because you said like I'm too pretty for this, I'm too young for this, I'm too sensitive for this, I'm too intuitive to be dealing with these folks. That's just the way it is. I respect it. I respect it. Yeah, someone been feeling real ill and sick to their stomach because of all these people. Like, I think there's a minimalist energy around you right now, where like you could only deal with like 1 to 2 people a day. Otherwise, it really does drain you out. It feels like a lot of people have been missing you or missing from your life in some type of way. Like they're not giving you enough sustenance or not enough returns on your energy. They said it all happened around the 11th. So maybe 11th of this month or 11th of some type of month. But during the 11th, we were still dealing with the full moon effects. So they talk about that, like how people ran away from you suddenly. But remember what you asked for, Libra. You asked for people to show their true colors, and they did. And so don't take that as like, oh, that means I need to initiate contact. I need to run after them. I need to do this. I need to do that. It's got nothing to do with that. You know, now you just sit pretty and do your thing, right? You asked for the truth and you gained the truth. Sometimes silence is an answer in itself, right? Yeah, they said, oh, I thought I was faded with this motherfucker. I thought this was my bitch. I thought this was my sidekick. They said a Cancer or a Scorpio. Like a person just ain't responding to you, ain't talking to you, or maybe you might have just left somebody behind you by yourself, baby. And congratulations, because they said God don't like ugly. Yeah, they said that's confirmation that this person is getting a karma. Like if they left you alone, they're getting their karma right now. Yeah, or if you left them alone, there's something to do with like leaving it. What needed to happen, the necessary tool in this was for you to leave this person. The only way this person will ever learn anything is if they get with other people. Okay, they wasn't learning anything being with you because you was trying to correct them and make them right, but they need to be really, really wrong before they ever make it right, type shit. And so that relationship was just never gonna work out. It was always gonna clash. Okay. They said something about you crying like 2 tears and then you're out. They said if someone makes you cry twice, then you're done. Like you have a limit or a minimal amount of like cries that you can have over somebody before you just done. So they said you cry twice and you done, or you cry once and you done. You're like, if this person makes me cry, I'm out. I can't do it. Yeah, they said the reason why you cry though, people make a lot of mistakes, right? So it's like this. People don't notice this about Libra, but the main reason why you cry is not sadness, okay? And you might cry a lot, but I'm saying it is not sadness. It is frustration. It is anger. It is pure emotional rage. And so that's the reason why you cry, because you are holding back with everything inside of you not to stab a bitch. Okay, and we're gonna keep bringing that up because that's like very important to this whole lesson thing that's going on right now. Y'all held your all against some people that you really wanted to fuck up. Okay, like you really, with everything in your body, in your bones, in your namesake, you wanted to fuck somebody up, but you held yourself, and that's the important part. You acted like a pure adult, and that's the important part. Okay, you did not let someone let you get turned so easy. You're not a kid no more. You're not a child no more. Okay, you can't be giving out that type of energy. If you try to act smart and intelligent, you leave the situation alone and let that person get their cover all by the motherfucking self. You don't gotta deck nobody. You ain't gotta stab nobody. You ain't gotta mace nobody. You just leave them for the fucking wolves, and that's just the way it works. They get their shit. Trust me when I say they get their shit. Yeah, they said that shit feel like winning the lotto too in the end, because it's like you might wish you might have reacted a different way in that type of situation, and maybe in your last conversation with somebody, you might wish that you had hit somebody or hurt somebody, but the fact that you didn't feel so much more rewarding. Okay, you're like, I should have fucking hurt a bitch. I should have crumbled that bitch right up into a motherfucking ball and curb stomp a hoe. I should have tossed that bitch to the motherfucking side and hit him with the motherfucking car type shit. That's the Libra that I love and enjoy. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all motherfuckers, you are only honest internally. And I really want you guys to try your best with being outwardly honest. It might put you in a way where you might start crying when you're trying to be honest. You might feel uncomfortable. You might stutter for words, but still do it, okay? Because this is the only way that people are going to actually accept you, is if you're honest and true to yourself, all right? You will only find the real people if you're willing to be real with them, okay? You're like, well, I just don't understand. Why can't I find a real nigga? Why can't I find a real bitch? Why can't I find somebody who just like love me for me? Because you ain't showing you, boo. You ain't showing who you really is. You tormenting yourself. Like your thoughts are spinning around your head like a fucking whirlwind or a tornado. It doesn't feel comfortable. It feel like you're scratching to come out of a shell. You know, it feel like you're scratching to come out. Like, bitch, don't be scratching. Just come out. Come out. Like, whatever the fuck that means. But come out, bitch. Yeah, they said, open the door, bitch. Like, why are you holding yourself back? Like, you think really people are going to be scared of a little Libra? That's me. That's me saying that, okay? I don't think you're little. I think you're very intelligent. I think you're sexy. I think you're smart. I think you're fully capable of vocalizing what your opinion is without being judged. And even if you are judged, I want you to stand tall in that. You don't got to apologize and say sorry for being honest, because that's just the way you is and who you are. You gonna tell somebody when you want to fuck them up. You gonna tell somebody when they make you feel a certain type of way. You gonna tell someone when they repulsive, when they're disgusting, when they're ugly. You want to rip off all those motherfucking bandages so you can rip off your own, okay? So you can feel comfortable ripping off your own. In certain situations, it could be you and not this person that is the problem. I just want to make that clear. It's not all one-sided. It's not all one-sided. Sometimes it's you, babe. Sometimes it's you. Let's make that clear, okay? Sometimes it is you, okay? And maybe it's been you the whole time, but you don't gotta feel bad for that. You don't gotta sit there and cry about it and pity yourself and whip yourself on the back. You don't gotta do all that, okay? Because you know what you're capable of now, okay? If you're realizing that maybe it has been your mindset this whole time, or like what you're going after, who you're going after, it's okay. You make mistakes. It is what it is. You still young enough to fucking make them, at least, bitch. You ain't on your deathbed. So let's get it moving. Let's get it cracking. Let's start moving forward with like a not a toxically positive outlook, but just a fucking realistic one, right? They said you thank God every day. They say you thank God every day for what you got. Yeah, they say you thank God every day, or you thank whoever every single day for what you got. You also want to let go and release of evil thoughts. But what is evil to you, Libra? What I will question, especially as we're approaching a new year, what to you is evil about thinking about your anger? Okay. What I want you to really, really think about this, right? Why is your anger evil to you? Like, why do you view that side of yourself as being bad or demonic or evil or frustrated? Like, have people made it out to be that you are evil and frustrating person? Or is this like a you thing where you are so affected by your thoughts of like disgust and repulsive? Like you just can't help but to point out the fact that some people are disgusting. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with being honest vocally. Okay. So like if people can't take that version of you, then they just can't take you. They can't take you in general. If they can't take your honesty when you're pointing out stupid behaviors, like they can't take you 100%. They don't belong to you. They don't belong in your life. Okay. And y'all hear my water acting up in that motherfucking bathroom. I swear, this is the fucking 5th time this shit has gone haywire. I thought I fixed it earlier, but apparently not. Y'all gonna just have to deal with it, okay? Y'all gonna have to deal with it. But it's signs and signatures, because that motherfucker, like, you hear how the water gets so intense when I start getting more intense with the reading. That's what they be doing. They said, because that's the violent side to you. You gotta understand, you are allowed to feel mad. You are allowed to feel anger. You are allowed to speak loudly. You are allowed to state your opinions. You are allowed to do these things regardless of who fucking likes them or not. If that is something you're dealing with at work, with somebody who's maybe a higher up or something like that, and they acted rude and disrespectful to you, and you sat here for years or sat here for fucking months trying to change this person's mind about you, why are you trying to change them? Okay? Just accept that they don't fucking like you. Okay, accept that they don't fucking like you and keep acting like yourself. Because in fact, I feel like them motherfuckers are gonna start dropping like flies because they don't like you for absolutely no reason. It's like there's no reason behind this. They just immoral. They just nasty. Okay, they just self-centered. They disrespectful. They don't care for you, right? And so all these people that are dropping like flies out your life, because you are stating your opinion, stating your real personality. You're taking off the mask and saying, I'm Libra and I'm gonna just be unapologetically me and it is what it is. You can accept me or you can motherfucking hate me and I don't care about it. Like, that is the Libra that will get you somewhere. That is the Libra that will get you the money. That is the Libra that will get you the partner. That is the Libra that will get you your future. Okay, it's not the Libra that closes themselves inside a box and starts smiling all pretty and doing all this extra shit. Like, people want to see you ugly. Okay, the real motherfuckers that you've been looking for your whole motherfucking life, the real situations, your real path, okay, is to state your true and real honest opinion. That is your real path. Your real path is to drop knowledge on people like a motherfucker. And you're going to be doing it in passing, though. You're not waiting on nobody, okay? If somebody, doesn't change their behavior, right off the gate. It's like it could be 2 weeks in type shit. And they speak to you a certain way. You don't like it and you say, shut the fuck up. If they don't listen to that, you out. Okay? You allowed to dip out. You are allowed to leave whenever the fuck you want to leave. Don't feel guilty and don't feel like a hoe because you're leaving. You are allowed to leave. That's your right as a fucking human being. It's to leave whenever the fuck you feel like it. It's to walk out of a situation that you don't feel comfortable in. That is you. That is you. Unapologetically you, Libra. That is who you're meant to be. Okay? You are not meant to act like some fucking little tot. Oh my God, crying because you can't knock somebody the fuck out. Libra, you don't need to knock nobody. You can knock someone out with the motherfucking words. Have you heard the words that come out your mouth in some of these moments? I think you should. I think you should go back in certain situations and think about what you said. Because if you've heard the words that you said, it's just as good as a punch in the motherfucking face. A punch in the gut. Okay? And some people need that. Some people need the bandage ripped off. Okay? They just do. Okay? It is in your nature sometimes to state the plain and obvious. It is up to that person on whether they want to change their behavior. If they don't give you change, then you walk away on your own two motherfucking legs. You do not wait for them to do it. It doesn't matter how much they beg and cry and be like, Libra, I promise. Bitch, you've been promising for the past months. You've been promising for the past years to change your fucking behavior. Why are you waiting on a bitch that makes you wait? That is not love, okay? That is you being too afraid to come out your shell, your person shell that this person put you in, okay? You became a submissive individual because someone wanted you to become a submissive individual. Because someone told you, oh, well, Libra, you a little too much for me. You act like a spoiled little brat princess. That is your personality. Even if you a dude, even if you a whole nigga, right? Your personality is strong. You're not going to back down just because some bitch say, oh, wow, damn, you come on way too strong. Don't get all fucking like, oh, my God, like I'm so sorry. Don't do that. That's not you. That's not you. That's the bums wanting to drop you down 5 different levels type shit. That is the bums trying to tell you, well, Libra, I think that you should maybe change your behavior because bitch, you a dog. Shut the fuck up. That's what I would say. Bitch, you a dog. You belong in the doghouse. Shut the fuck up. Like, if you're going to be that sensitive, like, you're going to be dripping tears and shit like that when I tell you what the truth is, you can walk. Okay? You can fucking walk. In fact, no, let me walk. right? Let me walk out the motherfucking door. You don't gotta do 25 to life. You don't gotta do no prison sentence, fucking Libra. If you mad at somebody, you mad at somebody, and you can state it. You don't gotta hold it in, because when you hold it in, you get too flamed, and you hold on to that shit for the next couple of relationships. So let's not carry that anymore. Let's just be right there, right up front, and say what we need to say right up front, even when you ending a situation, and maybe the situation felt good in the moment, but then someone just ends it, walks away, whatever. If you want to call someone a pussy, call someone a pussy. Or if you want to ask someone what was wrong with a relationship type shit because you didn't see anything, it's like, ask them that. Okay, ask them a question. Okay, you don't gotta wait 2 years to ask them. You don't gotta wait until they come back crawling on their hands and knees, because every single person that you have dealt with up until now probably has come back on their hands and knees because they realized how good you had treated them, and it took them several different horrible relationships to realize how good you made them feel. So that's why I'm saying, in that moment where you feel that energy, you feel like you need to say something, say it. I promise you ain't got nothing to be scared of. Nothing. They talking about magic right now. So let's see about that. More magic. Let's see. What are they talking about magic for? They talk about Looney Tunes doing doing too much. Someone sending you the evil eye? Or someone doing magic on you? No, like, I don't even think this is purposeful. Like, I'm gonna talk about like unintentional evil eye real quick, because people don't seem to get the fact that magic is pure intention. And so when someone has the wrong intention in your life in general, like the wrong intentions, as in, like, say they want a commitment, but their real intention is just to fuck you silly or to knock you up and get you pinned down type shit. These intentions will pour through in the dream state. Okay, that's how powerful some people's energy and intentions are. It could be the worst fucking intention. It could be like someone wants to fucking kill you. Someone wants to bash your head in. Okay, that is strong. Okay, if someone wants to kill you, that is a strong intention, and that will pop through your dream state. So if you've been getting these dreams where you feel like someone is manhandling you, attacking you, making you feel some type of way, uneasy, you rocking back and forth, it's because that is their intention. You are seeing their true intention in your dream state. So if you don't sit the fuck down and start writing this shit down, or like start vocalizing this, maybe to like a spiritual, whatever, like some guru, whoever the fuck you want to talk to, okay? You gotta like really think about this real quick. What you see is what you're getting, okay? The type of energy that you are picking up on in your dream state is all coming from your intuition. And so if you don't use your intuition in your waking life, okay, if you are afraid to harness that type of shit, it's going to bleed through into your dream state. It always does, okay? It always does. So don't second guess whatever that feeling is, because it's popping up for a fucking reason. It's telling you exactly what you are looking for, which is red flags, okay? It's telling you everything, all right? It's not your insecurities. It's not this. It's not that. Like, how come, like, this is the thing, though, Libra, right? So there's something to do with, like, depression and all that type of shit that plays a huge part in your life, where sometimes you get, like, when you figure out things intuitively, there's a period of time where you wait to act, or you get very depressed or like down low and disappointed. It's like, why are you afraid of being like disappointed, right? Because here's the thing. You know how people can be. You're a humanitarian. Naturally, you just know how people are. Like, you can read them. You could read them in 5 seconds, okay? You could look at somebody and read them in 5 seconds. Why are you afraid of disappointment? It's because you put too much expectation on human beings, okay? They are only human. And that's what you got to realize. They cannot be your perfect plus 10, okay? Your perfect plus 20 type shit. They cannot be your perfect motherfucker, ever. Doesn't matter who you run into, okay? You're running into other human beings. Unless you were some type of motherfucking guy. And listen, that's a whole schizophrenic zone right there. If you think you the god of the planet and you can puppeteer anyone to do your fucking bidding, you are a fucking schizo. I'm sorry, but you is. We are all human here, okay? This is a human experience. I really, really want you to realize that expectation will make you hate everyone, okay? It will make you hate yourself. You understand me? Very, very high expectations, like expectations that surpass human behavior, okay, will destroy your image of yourself and your future relationships, okay? And until you break through that whole, I need perfect, I need this, I need that, you're gonna have to deal with people who have pasts. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is, Libra. That is the way it is. Everyone has a past, including you. And I know you get uncomfortable when people bring it up, because people feel comfortable with you randomly, and you're like, why the fuck you feel comfortable with me all the motherfucking time? Why me? Libra, you are genuine, okay? You are genuine. You have a genuine way about you. People can see that. People can feel that in your energy. The reason why they pick up comfort is because you are just comfortable in yourself, okay? You are comfortable in yourself. People are not used to meeting people who are comfortable in themselves. And so when they want to speak, they going to speak to you because they feel that comfort, okay? Now, you are not their parent, okay? You are not their guardian. You are not their guide. You are not their parent. So if it ever goes too far and you want to put up a fucking boundary and say, nah, bitch, I don't want to hear all that, you are allowed to say that, okay? But what I am saying is you're going to have to deal with people who have pasts, because that is the way humans work. So if you was dealing with someone who maybe fucked around a lot and did all this and did all that, and maybe they've been in tons of relationships, they got baby mama this and baby mama that, this doesn't always have to be a negative experience. These are only human experiences. These are things that people deal with on a daily. And sometimes in the moment, it feels unavoidable. It feels unavoidable. Okay? Your life experiences at some points were unavoidable. Or at least you felt that way. Okay? You felt that way. You felt so strongly that you could not change your fate in the path that you was moving on. That you continued, against all against all of your intuition and what told you internally to stop, So in these types of situations where you are going out new, fresh into the dating world, or maybe you meeting up with more people, trying to make more friends and trying to make less enemies, more friends, trying to find new jobs, you don't have to have full trust in humanity. That is not what I'm saying. I am saying the expectation that people aren't going to have faults is a very negative thing, because that means you hold yourself to such an impossible standard that you will never ever feel happy in yourself. Okay, that does not create growth. That creates a block. Okay, that creates a block. And now if you hold all these extra standards for everybody else except for yourself, that is also a problem. But I hope you get what I mean when I say, like, sometimes heavy, inhuman expectation will destroy you. I hope you get that, okay? I hope you understand that. Because I know these certain patterns piss you off, and you are allowed to create boundaries. You're allowed to say it pisses me off, and I don't like it, and I don't want somebody talking to me like this. You're allowed to tell somebody that and not feel afraid of it. You shouldn't feel afraid ever of standing what you're comfortable with. Okay, and if you don't know, then you'll figure it out, because someone will press the motherfucking button and you'll be like, I don't like that. And it's okay to say that. You don't need to have somebody build you up into a volcano and then blow the fuck up. Okay, that's very unattractive. Okay, and that sounds like you need a little therapy. Okay, that's what that sounds like. It sounds like therapy to me. Okay, so I'm saying you're hot headed. Okay, you passive aggressive. That's fine. That is you. That is who you are. But you can control it. I know you can. Okay? I know you're capable of controlling it. Like, I know you got a lot of bad memories, and sometimes you feel very needy, and sometimes you take a lot of distance because you don't want to seem like a needy person. But if you needy, then you needy. Okay? If you view that as needy, like basic communication and basic intimacy, I don't see that as needy, but maybe some people do. Okay? Like, find someone who accentuates and like adds on to your love, the way that you love, your love language. Find someone not with the same love language, because that also clashes, but someone who accentuates, someone who makes you feel good, Like, don't, and even if it's a, like, you got to get used to it being sometimes just a temporary situation, right? That's where expectation kind of defeats the purpose as well. It's like you want a full-on committed person. Then look for that. Don't settle for people who are asking for less than what you want. Okay? Don't settle for someone who's just like, I'm just looking around. Don't settle for that person there. Don't talk to that person there. The person that say, oh, I'm just looking around. I'm not really looking for anything serious. Or I'm not really. Don't talk to that person. Don't fuck with that person. Unless you looking for the same motherfucking thing. And I doubt it, because what I see here is a full-on commitment. You looking for the full-fledged, right? If you're looking for that full-fledged, then you state your way, you state what you need, and state what you want. And if that person ain't on the same line, you dip. You done. Okay? You shift and you move. You got to separate yourself from that type of motherfucker, okay? Because if someone like that can drag you on for a fucking whole rodeo, on the basis that they don't know what they want and you know exactly what you want, that is a problem, because that means you do not trust yourself. You do not trust yourself, and you don't have the patience, which is a problem. Okay, that's a problem. Let's see if we can pump out one more. Actually, let's do predictions, right? I want to do predictions for next year, early next year. Let's see. I'm gonna get the tarot cards out because I've been just using my pointers here. All right, let's see. Let me turn my music back on as well. Hey guys, hey everyone. I'm not looking at chat. All right. I know y'all motherfuckers is quiet anyway. Shut up. All right. Yeah, they said, what do you... Okay. Poetic justice. Little bitch, put your hands up high. Hands up high. All right. They say it's going to be like... The new year is not going to hit you, I feel like, until the middle of next year. Okay? So... while you're tying up loose ends, while you're trying to like find a solution to a lot of these like internal battles and external battles with money and all that type of shit, it's gonna land you in a place of feeling like very, very unfinished. Okay, like you want unfinished art piece almost, or like maybe there's a lot of unfinished products and that sort of thing that you're trying to work out in the financial aid, and maybe your relationship just ended up being an unfinished product and you had to just leave. You know what I mean? So there's this energy of like being on the defense and protecting this more sensitive version of yourself. So Queen of Swords or King of Swords, protecting yourself, feeling like you can like trust yourself finally, because like this is what I pick up from y'all most of all. Your innocence sometimes can be so like naive, okay? And people want to corrupt that innocence. People want to corrupt the fact that you are sometimes really into love. You're really into loving just humans in general, okay? And I know you say you hate them and da-da-da-da. No, you are seriously in love with just humans by itself, even some of the like more fucked up traits, okay, like the Queen of Cups. You like people with backgrounds, you sometimes find attraction to them. Like what I got in my head was like the bad boys, okay, like the bad boys who wear like the leather jackets and they sit back, leaning back on the motorcycle and dumb shit like that. And then like or it's like the dudes with the backgrounds who been been around the block a couple of times, they went to prison, whatever. Like you are into people with heavy artillery, heavy baggage, okay? And at times this can be such a like limit, I think, because I don't think you look in the right place for the type of love that you're looking for, okay? So they said King of Swords, like I said, okay? I didn't even look at that card. Queen of Swords and King of Swords. So we have similar energy coming through on the love front. Is a lot of the people that approach you are going to be defensive, and that's just what it is, okay? Now, financially, what I see is a release. It does look like you are going to be able to like find a new work endeavor, a new job here. It looks like to me that like a lot of people in your family are going to be relying on you heavily for financial assistance. Okay? There's something to do with like your family asking you for money, or your family being the main cause of like your brokenness. So they say Page of Cups because they're not giving you anything back. Okay? There's no like, there's no, I feel like there's a crisis going on here because I feel like you just don't trust people enough to like actually pull through, and you refuse to ask them though. So if you haven't been asking for your money back, or maybe it's like you waiting on a payment and it's just not coming in, whatever it is, it's like you need to be persistent about it then. Okay, you need to stay persistent. They are saying like there is Ace of Wands. Okay, so manifestation, y'all doing some crazy magic. Yeah, y'all doing some magic. Listen, there ain't no judgment on my part. Ace of Cups and Ace of Wands. Y'all is doing some magic. I can see it here. And this magic is primarily around money and self-indulgence. The Emperor. It's for you, okay? It's for you. That's a good sign, okay? No dark arts and none of that. Like, you doing some protection and all that. Ooh. I can see something coming in here. Yeah. Romantically. Okay. You do have choices romantically. But what I will say is that there's this particular person that you've been looking into, or that you will be looking into in January, it looks like. Queen of Swords again. So while you are on guard, I think this person has like, what is it? Like they're a truth teller, is what I would say. They might act like an old person, okay? They might act like an old man. You know, like when old man or old women run their motherfucking mouth and it just pisses you off, right? I get like that sometimes. I was just raised by it. But I'm saying, you know, when an old man or an old woman just runs their fucking mouth and just can't shut the fuck up, like they gotta drop truths on everybody and tell advice to everybody and like be annoying and nosy and that stuff. The person you're meeting is like that, okay? The person you are meeting is just like that. I mean, like, word for word, this person will be exposing themselves on every front. And, like, you won't be... I'm getting, like, y'all been asking for it, right? You asking for someone who's just as defiant and just as forward as you, right? You asked, there might be a gem. So they're picking up on Gemini or an Aries. Yeah, they said Gemini or an Aries, or someone with Gemini and Aries mixed up into this shit. You remember what you asked for. That's all I'm saying. You asked for an honest person, and this person is painfully honest. They said like an angel that fell from heaven, or this person might be corny and might be telling you like flirtatious things, you know, like trying to be like, oh yeah, Libra, look like an angel hit you on the way down and shit, or some bullshit, like someone telling you some cornball shit. It might make you blush a little bit because you're frustrated and because it makes you mean, makes you really want to be mean to them. You know what I mean? You're like, I'm not flattered by it. Like Libra, I could see y'all saying like, I'm just not attracted to that. I'm not flattered by that. And I see this person being like, okay. You know, okay. I'll keep that in mind. It is what it is. Yeah, you say shut the fuck up, kill the noise. Yo. Okay. So your trust in people is just dwindling. I get that. You're gonna lose a lot of people next year. Okay? And whether that's on a serious front or that's on a front where you're just walking away, taking a hike. You're going to lose a lot of people that might have been important to you at one time, okay? You're going to think about the memories and whatever, but I also feel like this is relieving to you, like it's going to feel like you have like weights just lifted off of you, okay? Like you've been on a long fucking journey so far, regardless of your age, regardless of circumstance, and I think that you, because of happenstance, okay, because of circumstances that have played a huge role in the reason why you are maybe in the low side of the finances or the low side of the relationships right now. You know, those things are dwindling. They're fizzling out of your life almost completely, okay? Your intuition is playing a huge role in the reason why you can continue to move forward, because you're able to trust the siren in yourself that says, get this bitch away from me, okay? You're able to trust it. So whoever this new love romantic situation, it could be a Scorpio, could be also be a fire sign. They talk about someone being so honest with you that like it's exactly what you asked for. So I don't understand. Libra, you can bitch and moan all you want, okay? You can bitch and moan all you want, but it's exactly what you asked for. It's gonna be someone who's a go-getter. It might be intimidating, but I would say, okay, I would say, just as I said all throughout this reading, stay truthful and stay honest. That is what this person is attracted to, and that is you, okay? So if you gotta say like, bitch, back the fuck up, like your breath stink, say the shit. Okay? If you gotta say, bitch, you being too nosy, say, bitch, you being too nosy. That's the only language that whoever this person is, that's the only language they speak. Could be a Scorpio as well. That's the only motherfucking language they speak is honesty. So if you not honest, you gonna sit there like a shy little bitch. Yeah, I'm talking to all y'all that ain't real Libras, by the way. Shy little bitch. For real. Okay? For real now. This is serious. Okay? Some things that I see but bleeding through as well. There is something to do with like one-sided riches where you might get like an inheritance, or you might get some type of finances that everyone else in your family or in your surrounding is not getting. Okay, there's some kind of like reimbursement or something like that. There's some kind of thing that you was able to apply for, or you was able to get, you was able to accomplish, that other people will feel very, very jealous in the beginning of next year. They're gonna feel very, very, very jealous, very, very hot, okay, towards you. So don't be shot when people shot when people aren't happy for you, or when people aren't congratulating you. They are very, very pissed off, okay, very mad, because I feel like they feel they've done everything right, okay, they've done everything right, right? They feel like they have made no mistakes, and so you over here, you know, they see you and they think you a bumblefuck. They think you fuck up and fumble all the motherfucking time. But you get awarded the real shit because you are the real person. This person don't act real. Okay? They talking about burnout and everything like that. How you was able to take like a large time, like amount of time off, and you still was able to get your shit. You was like, bitch, fuck all of you. I hate all of you. Like, I could see you not being liked at all in whatever you work in. You are really a hated person, Libra, and it's because of this energy where you're like, oh, fuck all of you, whatever. Like, you telling the manager shit, like I could see, oh my God, y'all. You telling on people for not doing their job. You telling the manager shit. You're like, bitch, I'm gonna tell them whatever the fuck I need to tell them to get these people off my neck. Yo, Libra, you are funny as fuck. But that's what I mean. Because you are a truth teller, you're going to get a lot more money than these folks. I'm just letting you know this now. And now, if you've been asking whether you should wait it out in whatever this workplace is currently, I think you should. Okay? I really do. Because I think you are the next, you're like the second coming of the workplace type shit. You are going to be on top of it. Okay? You're going to be on top. Yeah, they're going to make you a manager or something like that. They're going to make you high status. Okay? Yeah, because your bravado is crazy. The way you speak and the way you put yourself forward is so crazy. It's sexy to people. It's sexy. You attract a lot of like good attention at work as well. Negative attention from the females or from the jealous males, and a lot of good attention from like the clients. Okay, they talking about clientele. They're talking about how, like, you gain an audience just almost instantly because your voice and everything about you is very, very, very sexy. Okay? They said it'll work out. Like, you don't have to be so like, unsure of yourself, okay? Because you know what you're good at, Libra. We know. One thing I will say that Capricorn and y'all Libras have in common, I'm a Cap, is that we know our faults so extremely, so intensely, that like we will be sure never to make a mistake again. Okay, we know our faults and we know what we good at. All right, so I want you to really be able to look at those two things and use them to, you know, help you. Let's see, anything else that we need to really look at for next year for Libra? Okay. Yeah. I mean, so y'all, like, I think that there's a sign out there that like somebody wants to have children or a baby, or there's very huge like like, what is it? Heavy commitments energy. Has nothing to do with marriage and nothing to do with relationship, but everything to do with like having a kid and having a huge, like, your own business, having your own like product line, or your own, like, there's something to do with that, right? The huge responsibilities that someone might be trying to lay on you way too early, okay? Like, I think it has something to do with having kids. So, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? If you already, you was already a young mother, it is what it is, right? Or a young father, whatever. But if this is a situation where you have to choose your work instead of choosing a relationship or having a kid or whatever it is, choose your work, please. Choose yourself. Always choose yourself in those situations, because if you are not prepared and you are not ready, and people say you will never be ready, there is going to be a time in your life where you will be stable and you will be able to do these things, okay? You don't have to fucking worry about that shit no more, okay? That is something you can pass to the fucking side until you are ready to move forward. Don't fuck around with that shit, okay? If people are saying, well, I think I'm ready to have a kid, or I think I'm ready to knock you the fuck up, like, or da 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 da, you are not ready. That is okay. It is okay that you are not ready. It is okay that you are focusing on yourself and only yourself. It is okay. There is nothing wrong with focusing on yourself. If you maybe been thinking in your own mind that you're ready to have something happen, think about what you will lose in that process, please. And maybe you're like, well, I wouldn't lose a motherfucking thing. Then you need to create something like a goal for yourself. For real then. Because if you are in this position where you are not stable mentally, even if you're stable financially, I know you're not good with your motherfucking money. Okay? I know if it's not stable here, your finances, that shit all sorts of fucked up. Okay? I know that for a fact about y'all. Okay? Because I know about myself. I know it about y'all. All right? I'm Libra Mars. That's what it is. It happens, right? Where if everything else internally is fucked up, your money, fuck, that shit look destitute. That shit look fucked. Like, it's like you raged through your fucking finances and said, fuck you, and fuck you, and fuck this, and fuck that. Okay, I know. No, right? Let's start with making a list, like I said earlier in this shit, and say, this is what I want, not for this year, in this moment. This is what I want today. This is what I want tomorrow. This is what I want for the next day. This is what I want every week. This is the type of energy that I want from this person. This is the type of energy that I want from that person. Write down. Okay, write it down. You say you want real, right, Libra? You want real. You want honesty. You want cutthroat. The only way you're going to get that is if you are airing that shit out yourself. Okay, you dealing that shit out yourself. So, I'm just saying, if you've been wanting something, you're going to get it. It is what it is. You're going to get it regardless. That's the type of confidence you need to go out there with. Like, you need to strut your fucking shit. I don't care who's telling you, oh, well, you'll never be this. You'll never be good at your job. You'll never be in a relationship because you a whore. You're a bargain bin fucking Beyonce. You this, you that, you dramatic. Libra, you are dramatic. That is your personality. Please don't allow anyone to take the drama away from you. It's not about being dramatic, it's about being an artist. It's not about being dramatic in a way that's like overly fucking emotional and crazy and unstable. Your drama is your art. Why is that so hard for y'all to understand? That is who you are at the fucking seam. You are a dramatic and sensitive person. You are allowed to be that. There is nothing wrong with it. If people keep telling you that, fuck them. And fuck the rest of the world then. If the rest of the world have a problem with that, you tell them to go fuck themselves. That's just is what it is. Male or female. I want y'all to know. Those of y'all that are stalking the Libras, right? Stalking. Because I can't stand that shit. Make me want to fucking pop you in the head. But those of y'all that are stalking and you really want to know how a Libra is, they are artists, okay? And you can't fuck with an artist's art. You can't fuck with an artist. You can't fuck with an artist's art. You just can't do that. And when it becomes a situation where the artist has to choose their art or you, they will choose their art. Trust me when I say, Okay, they might make the mistake at first to be like, oh yeah, I'll lean towards you because whatever. No, they gonna choose their art. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. Okay, and if their art is their child, if their art is their family, if their art is their business, if their art is their money, if their art is their pleasure, that is what they will choose. They will never ever choose you. So don't get it twisted up in your motherfucking skull that the Libra loves you more than they love themselves. That never gonna be the situation. So let's not do that. Okay, let's not do that, because y'all don't know what it costs to lose yourself, right? You don't know the cost of losing yourself, especially what it means to a Libra to lose themselves. Don't fuck around with that shit, bro. Don't fuck around. Be like, oh, well, I'm going to make you choose. No, motherfucker. No. Because Libra will never, ever choose a selfish bastard like that. I'm going to make you choose between two things you love in this world. I'm going to make you choose between you and your family. I'm going to make you, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck people like you. You are selfish. You are disrespectful. You do not deserve a Libra. You do not deserve someone as sensitive and as angelic as a Libra. And passive aggressive. And a little bit demonic too. But we love Libras. I love Libra. So don't fuck around with my peoples like that. Try to make people choose. I hate that shit. Disrespectful ass motherfuckers. Dirty, disgusting ass motherfuckers. It's like, why is it that people want to test who you are, like the fabrics of who you are as a person every single day, right? See, y'all can sit there, I'm getting the passive aggressive shit, but why is it that people want to test the fabrics of who you are as a person every single fucking day? Does it make sense, right? No. People are that selfish that they are asking you to give up on everything that you love and hold dear in order to be with them. Bitch, you really think you cost that much? Really, bitch, you really think you are that much? For real though? Your dusty ass fucking coochie? Or your dusty ass dick? Really? Right? And maybe you've made that mistake once, Libra, but you will never ever make that mistake twice. So if y'all worry, oh my God, I'm going to go back to the ex. Oh my God, the ex is calling me. The ex is calling me. The reason why you feeling that panic, bitch, that panic stress mode is because you trying to think up of the shit that you're going to say to them, that you're going to dump onto them, the anger and the lava that's going to be spitting from your throat. Because you wasn't prepared for that type of shit. You wasn't prepared to, for the phone call back type shit. You trying to prepare what you're going to say. I can see. That's what I mean by artist, though. Because y'all reading this shit right off a motherfucking paper. You say, you a dirty, disgusting, clowny ass loser. Your pussy stank. Your dick is dry. You're this and this and that. You don't deserve me. You don't deserve anybody in this motherfucking lifetime. You will never ever see me ever again. You a horrible ass clown. Okay? You need to learn to wash your body. You can't use money worth shit. You are a dirty ass motherfucking disrespectful bum. You are an addict, a loser. Okay? And will never ever amount to anything in your whole entire life. And that is just what you are. Libra. I love you guys so much. But understand, I understand that side. Because I know it, because that's what I am. Okay, passive aggressively, or whenever I feel anger, or whenever I feel like intense bouts of emotions, I know it comes from you guys. Okay, my intensity comes from y'all, Libra Mars. Okay, so I get it. I get how strong those internal feelings are, but to vocalize them is so much different, right? Because I will tell y'all your internal. If y'all ever see like Key and Peele, when the fucking dude be vocalizing for like Obama or whatever, y'all know what I talk about, where like Obama just be saying some normal ass shit, but the other dude is saying Obama's like real thoughts. It's like that type of shit. Yeah, look up that skit if you haven't seen it, the Obama skit with Key and Peele. Look up that skit, because that is y'all. Okay, that's y'all. I'm y'all's interpreter, and I will sew that shit up. I'll make sure that shit clean. I'll make sure people understand you. Waves of people understand you. I'll make sure they know to step the fuck back. And step the fuck down. And stop acting like they're important, because they're not important. Dust. Like dust. That's what I'm picking up on, is dust. Old motherfuckers coming back. Old. From the Stone Age type shit. The dusty ass niggas. The dusty ass clowns. The dusty ass people. You looking for a new home, Libra? I can see new home as well. That's the last thing that I'm gonna read from, because y'all get me sweaty. I gotta take a second. Y'all get me sweaty. But let me tell you something, right? So if you're looking for the home type of situation, that's going to be coming through in March. I know that's something that y'all really, really, really don't care where your home is as long as you are safe. Okay? As long as you are safe. All right? And your kids are safe. I understand that. You don't really care where it is as long as it's a safe area and it's, you feel comfortable. Okay? Now, you won't find that particular area that you'll be looking for until March. And that is stressful to you. I understand. You don't want to wait any longer. I understand. But if you really are looking for that comfort, it's going to come around in March. Okay. The market's going to change in March. Something about the market and shit going down and whatever, like in your area, like the place you really going to live, where you're really going to feel yourself, it pops through in March. Like some of y'all have been just questioning whether you should move or not. Like, I mean, run away from everyone type shit. And it's like, this is not an impulsive thing that you can do no more, Libra. You are too old to make impulsive decisions like run away. Okay, this is based off of how you are, in your adulthood. And as an adult, you don't run away until you finish up that business. Okay, you finish up your unfinished business. Okay, you don't run until that shit is finished. Until you feel like it's finished. You don't need to run. Come on now, we grown, and we gonna do grown people things, right? That's confirmation. Even I know you burnt out and everything like that. Take breaks, take regular breaks. But I'm saying, if you got to deal with something, deal with it now. Because in March, you out of there. You leaving. You walking away entirely in March. It's gonna be all gone. Okay, clean slate. Okay, might be a little bit of a late start, but clean slate in March. You walking away. You're moving. You're never gonna see some of these folks ever again. People, like I said, the intensity is here. It's here. Y'all finding yourself again. People think you're sick in the head, right? Yeah, they said people think you're sick in the head, but in reality, you won't be rich as a bitch. So it is what it is. They said the portal is open. They say your silence is also an answer. So if you choose not to even answer nobody and just leave in March, it is what it is. They said these egotistical people, they'll learn their step. Right at, when you leave their life, they'll learn their steps. When you leave for good, when you're done. Yeah, you chemically castrate motherfuckers. Yep, it is the way it is. Okay, you control the tide now. Fuck them. All right, Libra, that was our last message. This has gone on for an hour and 37 minutes. Y'all really think I can't read for a long time, right? I'd be doing the shorts and everything like that, but I will keep reading. I wanted to go further on this, but I'm sweating, so I need to get up and move around. Okay, y'all don't even want to know what's going on, so I gotta get up and move around. Y'all gonna cripple me on this bitch. You see how red my face got because I got real aggressive, real angry. All right, y'all. I appreciate you. And if you like these types, I need y'all to like it up. I need y'all to subscribe. I need y'all to comment. I want to see that shit, right? I want to kind of roll in my glory a little bit. So do that shit. Do that shit, okay? And if you are wondering like what I do regularly, I haven't been on, but I'm gonna start doing regular lives again, and I want to continue doing the all signs, but also I do lives where I do questions, right? And they're discounted questions, because usually on Twitter I would be doing full readings where I film a full reading, and or you can email me for one, but I do a full ass reading for y'all. And if you're looking for the price page or whatever, it's all on Twitter. So I'll be saying, like, just go over there, look at it, peep at it. Even if you don't got a motherfucking Twitter, who doesn't at this point, right? Just peep. It is what it is, okay? If you want a private reading, that's what I be saying. I'm just as real in that shit. In fact, we get deep. I dig up your motherfucking dirt. I'm letting you know. I dig up your shit, okay? You think these thoughts that you think nobody knows, I know them. So don't fuck around with me. I'll do that shit on live too. So I'll expose you, motherfucker. I'll rip the bandages off so clear, so clean and so clear. Everybody gonna be knowing your stank ass business. So, all right, y'all. Once again, I love my Libras. You guys are angels, at least to me. People can see you as a demon, but I see you as an angel always. All right, Libra. I appreciate it. Goodbye.